Okay. I don't know what. Okay, here we go. So here's the song lyrics, and here is the chants. So download those so you have them to your computer. So yes, Swamiji originally wrote this song in Italian, but we won't sing it in Italian. We sing it in Italian at my sing-alongs, so. It's really fun if you have that time on Thursday and Saturday. It's just a joy to sing and share in this satsang of this music is so powerful. It really has the ability to change your consciousness. If you sing each word with intention and feel the energy and the vibration of the music as you sing it, open your heart. Every morning when I greet the sun, when I move forth through crowded ways, in my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. In my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. When I laugh, oh, and when I cry with pain, when my best friends misunderstand, in my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. In my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. Dear God, my God, I am Thine for eternity. Dear God, my God, I am Thine eternally. Though my path lead me over desert sands, though it take me through bitter storms, in my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. In my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. When I'm working and when in end repose, let come victory or low defeat. In my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. In my heart, Lord, ever so silently, I will always think of Thee. Dear God, my God, I am Thine for eternity. Dear God, my God, I am Thine eternally. Dear God, my God, I am Thine for eternity. Dear God, my God, I am Thine eternally. Just sit with that for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And as you breathe in, just feel the vibration of the song, the energy, the power, the joy, whatever you feel. Let it permeate your body. Bringing that attention, your attention to the spiritual eye, point between the eyebrows, and just sit for a moment. And remaining in that space, listen as I sing this song from Swami Kriyananda's oratorio, Blessed Are They. It's the Beatitudes from Matthew, the book of Matthew. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed who thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, they shall be called the children of God. Blessed those reviled for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We'll take this chant into meditation. Lord, when in darkness, Lord, in confusion, always I'll follow thee. If I grieve or lose my way, only thou canst comfort me. All I live for is to love you, love thee, my eternal friend. Lord, when in darkness, Lord, in confusion, always I'll follow thee. Lord, when in darkness, Lord, in confusion, always I'll follow thee. If I grieve or lose my way, only thou canst comfort me. If I grieve or lose my way, only thou canst comfort me. All ways I'll follow thee. If I grieve or lose my way, only thou canst comfort me. If I grieve or lose my way, only thou canst comfort me. All I live for is to love thee, my eternal friend. All I live for is to love thee, my eternal friend. All I live for is to love thee, my eternal friend. All I live for is to love thee, my eternal friend, my eternal friend. Now, make sure you're sitting up straight with your shoulders back. Chin parallel to the floor, alert and open. Feel your heart's yearning. Feel the superconsciousness drawing you up to the spiritual eye. And use this time to dive deep. We'll meditate for 5 minutes, practice whatever techniques, and make sure you leave time to absorb and become one with the infinite.
Remaining in a meditative state, please listen to this week's quality of the week, contentment. Contentment has been said to be the supreme virtue. Contentment means living to the fullest the good of every passing moment. Above all, it means living behind the present moment in the eternal now. How much is lost in everyday life by people who perennially wish things other than they are, who complain unceasingly and tell themselves that the world owes them more than it is giving them. We must smile inwardly with God, knowing that life is His dream. Contentment is the surest way of drawing the very best out of every circumstance. Let's affirm together in a loud voice, through life's mightiest storms, I am contented. For I hold in my heart God's peace. Going more inward in a normal tone, let's affirm together, through life's mightiest storms, I am contented. For I hold in my heart God's peace. In a whisper, let's affirm, through life's mightiest storms, I am contented. For I hold in my heart God's peace. Going more inward, bring this into the subconscious. Let's affirm together, through life's mightiest storms, I am contented. For I hold in my heart God's peace. And lastly, silently drawing the energy up to the superconsciousness, affirm, through life's mightiest storms, I am contented. For I hold in my heart God's peace. And the prayer, Lord, as you live eternally at rest in yourself, so let me live also, contented ever, that I may be worthy of living in your joy.
And we'll have a reading from Rays of the One Light, weekly commentaries on the Bible and the Bhagavad Gita by Swami Kriyananda. Week 8, Can Man See God? Truth is one and eternal. Realize oneness with it in your deathless self within. The following commentary is based on the teachings of Paramhansa Yogananda. There is a saying in chapter 1 of the Gospel of St. John that would seem to respond with a definite no to the question, can man see God? The saying is, no man hath seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. Many great saints, however, claim to have seen God. If we ask then, can God be seen, rather than can man see God, the answer is yes. Else those saints have lied, and the scriptures themselves have lied. For Jesus also said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The point is, it is not man, this human body, these human eyes that sees God. God can be seen only with spiritual vision and with the eye of the soul. As the Bhagavad Gita puts it in the 11th chapter, thou canst not see me with mortal eyes. Therefore I now give thee sight divine. Behold my supreme power of yoga. With these words, Hari, the exalted Lord of yoga, revealed himself to Arjuna in his infinite form. Paramhansa Yogananda, an autobiography of a yogi, describes the supernal experience in words more readily comprehensible to modern minds than the poetic phraseology of the Bhagavad Gita. The chapter, An Experience in Cosmic Consciousness, is one of the most inspiringly beautiful in all mystical literature. Here is a brief excerpt. An oceanic joy broke upon calm, endless shores of my soul. The Spirit of God, I realized, is exhaustless bliss. His body is countless tissues of light. I saw the divine dispersion of rays pour from an eternal source, blazing into galaxies, transfigured with ineffable auras. Again and again, I saw the creative beams condense into constellations, then resolve into sheets of transparent flame. By rhythmic reversion, sextillion worlds passed into diaphanous luster, firmament. Fire became firmament. I cognized the center of the Empyrean as a point of intuitive perception in my own heart. Irradiating splendor issued from my nucleus to every part of the universal structure. The creative voice of God I heard as resounding as Om, the vibration of the cosmic motor. This, so the great masters aver, is what God is. And this also, they insist, is what we are in our deepest reality. And thus, through Holy Scripture, God has spoken to mankind. Om, Om, Om.
Beautiful.
Good morning, everyone. I neglected to introduce myself. In Italy, near our Assisi Center, I'm Dhuti, and at Ananda, Rhode Island, is Kelly. So we're happy to be here with you this morning. And let's start this part with this Whispers from Eternity, reading number 108. Demand to see God in everything. Just 1 minute. O Father, may I behold thee above, beneath, behind, around, wherever I turn my gaze. Train the children of my senses never to stray from thee, who dwellest at the heart of everything. Turn my eyes inward to thy changeless beauty. Attune my ears to silence, that I may hear thy subtlest music. Breathe on me the heavenly scent of thy sacred presence. Orient wise, I will worship thee, placing the candles of my 5 senses on the altar of my love. Thus I will contact thee in the first pale shafts of dawn, absorb thee in the bright light of noon, expand in thee with the hidden glow of twilight, and merge in thee in the silver moonlight. Always I will keep alight on my inner altar the mystic taper of my love for thee. Well, we are so blessed to have a master who can just put in a nutshell, and so poetically, so beautifully, the images, just what it's all about. And Swamiji with his songs, and Master's chants too. But the songs, of course, are so prolific. And it's hard for me to only do 3 or 4 songs during a Sunday service. I could spend the whole time doing that. But I will put in a pitch right here for our retreat, April 20th, 24th, on that Friday night. One of the programs, we will have music, so that will be fun. Okay, so back to the talk. First of all, the affirmation with contentment. It's been said that contentment is the greatest of these teachings, because if you have contentment, then nothing matters. Nothing can touch you. Nothing can disturb your peace. So it's and how do we get contentment? I mean, I think we all know that the power of meditation and how we can get to that place where we are, so at peace, in such a deep peace. And that's wonderful. And we sometimes just crave and hunger for those moments, in meditation, where we're like, yes, this is what my soul has been hungry for. And sometimes those periods are few and far between, and you're going through a dry period, or just life in general, how we have life, life and its ups and downs, and the storms that, oh my gosh, what's the times we are living in. We were very courageous, I think, to have volunteered to or just fought to get into this incarnation at this time. It's an amazing time to be alive, such rapid growth, and all the pluses and minuses that come with that. But how do we stay in that place of peace? And that's where there are so many tools, and we're so blessed to have, mantras and music and breathing, pranayama, and, just following the simple guidelines of being kind. And in the 10 Commandments, they're all wise. Between the 10 Commandments and, the yamas and the niyamas, and in the Indian scriptures, all of these things, those are our clues. It's not that hard to find what we're supposed to do. Continuing to implement it when we're going through hard times is always challenging. But, we just have to call harder. As Babaji said, if you're ever in dire circumstances, call my name and I will be there. So if you're desperate enough and things are, profoundly intense, to call out with all the yearning of your heart, soul, mind, and just demand. We have the ability to be one with that consciousness, the consciousness of all of our masters, and that infinite peace. And it's like in the poem Samadhi, which I would like to read, so I'll read it right now. Can you imagine that? So close your eyes as I read this and really take in the words. And one of the recommendations that has been given to us by, I believe, Swamiji is to memorize this. And I know Giovanna did a wonderful campaign with that a few years ago. I didn't follow through, but it's something that I think we should all aspire to do, among many other things. So imagine that he wrote this on a subway in New York City. So that's kind of like not the depths of humanity, but it's not like most uplifting place. You have humanity moving in and out, and you're in the bowels of the city. It's interesting. Here he writes Samadhi. Vanished the veils of light and shade, lifted every vapor of sorrow, sailed away all dawns of fleeting joy, gone the dim sensory mirage. Love, hate, health, disease, life, death, perished these false shadows on the screen of duality. Waves of laughter, skillas of sarcasm, melancholic whirlpools, melting in the vast sea of bliss. The storm of Maya stilled by magic wand of intuition deep. The universe, forgotten dream, subconsciously lurks, ready to invade my newly wakened memory divine. I live without the cosmic shadow, but it is not bereft of me. As the sea exists without the waves, but they breathe not without the sea. Dreams, wakings, states of deep turiya sleep, present, past, future, no more for me, but ever present, all flowing I everywhere, planets, stars, stardust, earth, volcanic bursts of doomsday cataclysms, creation's molding furnace, glaciers of silent X-rays, burning electron floods, thoughts of men, past, present, to come, every blade of grass, myself, mankind, every particle of universal dust, anger, greed, good, bad, salvation, lust. I swallowed, transmuted all into a vast ocean of blood of my own one being. Smoldering joy, oft puffed by meditation, blinding my tearful eyes, burst into immortal flames of bliss, consumed my tears, my frame, my all. Thou art I am thou, knowing, knower, known as one. Tranquilled, unbroken thrill, eternally living, ever new peace, enjoyable beyond imagination of expectancy, samadhi bliss. Not a mental chloroform or unconscious state without willful return. Samadhi but extends my conscious realm beyond the limits of the mortal frame to farthest boundary of eternity, where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. The sparrow, each grain of sand, fall not without my sight. All space, like an iceberg, floats within my mental sea. Colossal container I of all things made, by deeper, longer, thirsty, guru-given meditation comes this celestial samadhi. Mobile murmurs of atoms are heard. The dark earth, mountains, vales, low, molten liquid, flowing seas change into vapors of nebulae. Om blows upon the vapors, opening wondrously their veils. Oceans stand revealed, shining electrons, till at last sound of the cosmic drum. Vanish the grosser lights into eternal rays of all-pervading bliss. From joy I came, for joy I live. In sacred joy I melt. Ocean of mind, I drink all creation's waves. 4 veils of solid, liquid, vapor, light, lift aright. Myself in everything enters the great myself. Gone forever, fitful, flickering shadows of mortal memory. Spotless is my mental sky, below, ahead, and high above. Eternity and I, one united ray, a tiny bubble of laughter. I am become the sea of mirth itself. And that's the promise. That's what we'll get there by and by. Few 100,000 million lifetimes, I don't know, but we're pretty far along on that path. So, in answer to the topic, can man see God? Well, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Yes, because we can feel the vibration of that consciousness, and in moments, in deep meditation, singing, looking at a sunset, doing whatever helps to bring you to that place of a higher consciousness, a higher, an awareness and an experience of being one with the greater reality. And we all find it in different ways. And so we just keep on keeping on, picking ourselves up and holding strong, doing what we need to do. And the storms of Maya, our own personal tests and delusions, they will pass. Lord, when in darkness, always I'll think of thee. God will be there for us if we open our hearts and we are sincere and we're trying and we're kind and we make mistakes and we pick ourselves up, and that's just life. So there is the Saint Teresa's Admonition, Saint Teresa of Avila, I believe that's who it is, and the words, let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you, all things will pass. See, I'm slipping to the older version. I can't do it without singing it. Just 1 second. Well, I really can't say enough about the power of chanting and music in general, and the way it has such, because it's not just the words, it's, you're getting it through singing, through awakening your heart energy. And, just as we were doing after each song, just absorbing it and feeling it, that's where it really, really comes. It does the work. That's where Master says chanting is half the battle. It's because it helps you to put you in that place where you're open and receptive. Well, I hadn't planned to, but maybe we should just sing this song. Saint Teresa of Avila's Admonition. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things will pass, God changes not. Patient endurance brings you to victory. Once you have God, you'll want nothing more. So the words are in that chant booklet that I posted earlier. I actually had planned to do 2 other songs, so I don't think we'll have time for those, but this is what we're doing now. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things will pass, but God changes not. Patient endurance brings you to victory. Once you have God, you want nothing more. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things will pass, God changes not. Patient endurance brings you to victory. Once you have God, you want nothing more. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. God alone, God alone, God alone's all we ever need. Well, now we'll take our offering, and I will sing another song after we've said the prayer. I think I'll pass the baton over to Kelly.
Please take what you'd like to give and place it in your right hand. And repeat after me. Divine Mother, I offer to thee the fruits of my labors. Bless this offering, that it serve as a channel of thy light to truth-seeking souls everywhere. Peace.
Okay, well, this song is inspired by the life of St. Francis. Life flows on like a river. Please sing along with me. We'll sing it twice. Life flows on like a river that homes to the sea. 1 hour bounding through mountain vales, 1 hour winding through a lea. None may linger on the way, none may coax time to stay. Fleeting scenes move by us like a dream. Cling not, none will be your own. Never grieve to be alone. Go within you, there's your home. Life flows on like a river that homes to the sea. 1 hour bounding through mountain vales, 1 hour winding through a lea. None may linger on the way, none may